Put the nigga.
Third Degree Radio, Dash Radio, yo, in your ear hole.
Native Rhymes channel.
Big Trader General. Coniyac the XL. DJ Sale. Tony in the place to be. Got kicked out of Trump University.
Place to be.
We all here. We here every Monday, y'all. Make sure you tune in. Tell somebody. From 10 to 12 West Coast time. Then again on Tuesdays from 12 to 2. Am I correct?
Yes, that's the replay. That's the repeat.
So tell a friend, y'all. You know, we love when y'all follow us on our social media, on our Third Degree Radio joint, and our individuals.
Yeah, man.
But we got it for you. We got music for you. We got news for you. We got the for you. We got jokes for you. We got everything for you on Third Degree Radio. You need to go don't go anywhere else.
And speaking of
except times on the morning show in the morning. But we don't compete with them. So.
This Smoke Sessions is brought to you by Sun Rocks. And if you haven't smoked it, make sure you put that on your agenda because you're missing out on some of the best get high that can get you up there, baby. And the next threat to big marijuana companies comes from way south of the border.
Ooh.
Yeah. There used to be more than 180 rose growers along the highway in California's Monterey County. Now they're almost gone. The flower industry went south to the lower cost country of Colombia. With marijuana legalization in California, Monterey's greenhouses has shifted from growing roses to growing cannabis. But Paul Henderson, whose Salinas-based company Grupo Flor was instrumental in Monterey's marijuana revival, isn't waiting for North America's cannabis growers to suffer the same fate as its flowers producers. So Grupo Flor is preparing to plant its first crop a couple of hours outside the Colombian city of Cali.
So they went from rosebuds to green buds?
Yeah, more lucrative.
Yeah.
When the industry starts to move toward commoditization over the next decade, says Henderson, Colombia is the only place that makes sense. An equatorial climate and low-cost skilled labor gives Colombia a clear advantage in agricultural trade, and that makes the nation a threat to North American companies like Canopy Growth, GGC, Tilray, and Aurora Cannabis. These firms have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in building the climate-controlled grow operations needed to grow weed in cold latitudes. Most Canadian companies nurse the long-term hope of getting their production costs below $2 Canadian dollars per gram of cannabis. Colombian producers say their costs will start well below 50 cents a gram and go down from there. It's pretty damn difficult to compete with Colombia, says Kyle Detweiler, whose Northern Swan Holdings has almost 1 million square feet of greenhouse and extraction facilities under construction there. The only difference between us and Tilray is that we can cut our price 90% and still make money.
Damn.
In response, a Tilray spokesperson said, our state-of-the-art facility...
Man,
God said, fuck these jokes.
I'm in the wrong business.
How do you cut 90%
and still make money?
I gotta look into them numbers.
Right.
In response, a Tilray spokesperson said, our state-of-the-art facility in Portugal is well positioned to efficiently and sustainably cultivate indoors and outdoors with room for expansion to service the global market. Colombia allows production of medical cannabis oil and extracts, both the psychoactive form and the non-intoxicating cannabidiol used in increasingly popular CBD products. It doesn't allow the sale of the dry marijuana flower used for smoking, so bales of pot won't be traveling north. Producers need licenses for growing, manufacturing, and export. Colombia is already one of the world's top exporters of coffee, cut flowers, and bananas. Now it's betting that countries that have legalized marijuana like Canada and Germany will allow imports of legally produced cannabis products. Whether it becomes a cannabis powerhouse will depend on the temperature of today's trade wars and the pace of legal changes around the world. But if Colombian cannabis is allowed to freely compete with the products from expensive greenhouses in North America and Europe, the big companies that built those greenhouses may face some write-down.
I didn't know about bananas. So Chiquita bananas, that bitch Colombian, huh?
I'm not sure.
Chiquita.
But
that sounds like a Colombian name.
Companies starting production in Colombia include well-funded private outfits like Grupo Flor and Northern Swan, as well as small publicly held entities like Pharmacilo, Kiran Life Sciences, and other big marijuana companies are hedging their bets too with investments in Colombia, including Canopy, Aurora, Afria, and the Kronos Group. The cost of producing cannabis isn't a number defined by accounting standards, so it's hard to compare across companies, let alone countries. Canada's Organigram Holdings said automation and high yields allow it to grow cannabis at a cash cost of 65 Canadian cents a gram in the February quarter, 85 cents including depreciation and stock options. Packaging and shipping costs extra. Aurora said its cash production costs were Canadian $1.42 a gram, not counting products sourced from third-party growers. Tilray's were Canadian $7.54 a gram, excluding sales of accessories and food products. So, yeah, it's
a big business.
The cannabis market has went global. And it's went global, and pretty soon I think the 11th American state, I can't recall which one it was, just legalized marijuana. Was it?
I need to legalize it in the South. That's what the hell
I can't
they
really
need
remember
to do.
what
They
state it was.
I'm gonna do another quick guy thing real quick.
Giving all them cases.
Because this is what bugs me. This is supposed to be the United States of America, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some states you can weed is legal, some states not.
Yeah.
Some states same-sex marriage is legal, some states not. Same-sex abortion is legal, some states not. If we're supposed to be the United States,
same-sex abortion.
I mean abortions, but same-sex marriage.
Okay.
Some same-sex
abortions and weed all have different.
I'm like niggas having babies out their booty.
So I'm saying it's like is this supposed to be the United States of America? Yeah. We're not that united as we thought.
Nah, we not.
No, we're not.
I mean?
Not at all.
No.
But if you notice, if I was on the tourism board for California, that would be my slogan. Because you can do it all here.
And let me tell you though,
we get you high, get you married to your significant other who's the same sex, and
not many know that a lot of these politicians now and lawmakers are getting into cannabis industry.
Yes.
They're lobbying for cannabis firms and things like that.
Who used to be the Speaker of the House?
Boehner. John Boehner.
John Boehner.
Yeah.
He left politics to go into politics. Politics.
Yeah. We might have to market that. That's a good one.
That's freestyle. Let's go freestyle and start off the dome, son. Let me do this.
Y'all already know.
Son.
It's big, y'all. And if you're not figuring out a way to insert yourself into this cannabis market, then you will be a consumer, and you won't benefit much from this $1 billion industry that's pervading the nation.
And or find your way in to support it, and whatever product you can do, because it may not be the cannabis directly, but maybe you can create something, invent something that aids something in that market, and and create your own lane for it.
Exactly.
But it's real. You trade these right.
Yeah.
Get on board or get left behind.
Yeah, get on board.
You might be the packaging company.
Boom.
Yes, a lot of things can work out in that market.
That inserts you in.
But just to let you know, Colombia is stepping in, y'all. So, outsourcing.
No, somewhere
outsourcing is going
Pablo
down.
Escobar is like, damn, I hit it first.
Stupid.
Well, we know where Pablo at. Third Degree Radio, y'all. We'll be back with new music Monday from Coniyac, and she got a couple of more things she want to kick around with us. So take us up out of here real quick and bring us back, DJ Cell.
Worldwide, it's Third Degree Radio in your ear hole. Blue states, red states, even some of them green states. Third Degree Radio.